In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to embed a YouTube video. Some things you need to do beforehand. Number one, um, go watch how to create a table and to stick a table in your profile. Go review also the source code overview. It just gives you a little brief difference between the WYSIWYG editor and the source code button up here, so it shows you what's going to happen. And then come back and watch this video. If you've already watched those, great. Now we're going to get started and embed a YouTube video. Uh, the one thing I like to do prior to putting in any kind of video is use tables. It really helps make your page and profile a lot more understandable to you, especially when you're on the backside looking at the source code. Because looking at this, it's just like, what is this stuff and where do I put things and so forth. And rather than just going and dropping the code in here or in there and seeing what it looks like, understanding a little bit more about the back end and the source code makes it a lot easier. And using tables, you'll see here in a second how it makes it a lot clearer on where you're going to be putting things. So first thing we're going to do is add a table. Since I'm going to put my text to the left, and describing what the video is, and my video to the right, I'm going to just create a table that has one row and two columns. I'm going to make it 700 characters wide. My border size, I'm going to make it 0. My cell spacing, I'm going to make 0 and 0. So that you won't see any of the borders to the table on the final view that your customers are going to see of your profile. And you notice it's off-centered to the left. So if you want to make changes to your table after you've created it, right-click on it and hit Table Properties, and it'll bring this back up and give you your options to change. In this case, I want to change my alignment to center. And there we go. So what I'm going to do now is put some text in there. And I'm going to put in here YOU TU YouTube video. Spice that up a little bit. I'm going to make it bold, make it red, and I'm going to center it within that particular area. Since that's about 150 characters wide, I'm also going to right click inside of the table there and go to cell here and go to cell properties, and I'm going to make the width of that cell 100 characters wide and see if that's wide enough for my text. Yep. You see that it moved the line over here to right next to the text, so that the rest of this is available for the video. So we're going to jump out here and look at the source code real quick. Scroll down here and you'll be able to see where it put in the table. Here's the beginning of that table we put in. Here's the end of the table. The TD here and the TD here are the two separated sides of that table, the left and the right. On the left side we have text, alignment, center. The width of that cell is 100 pixels. Span is telling the code that this is what I want for the span of that text. The color, it's strong, which means it's bold, and then YouTube video. On the other side of that table, to the right, is where we're going to stick our video. So you've got a TD here and a /TD there. That means that's the end of the information that's going on the left side of that table. Then on the right side of the table where we're going to put our video, that information is going to go between here and here. That's where our video will be stuck into. So let's go out and grab a YouTube video. I happen to go into YouTube and bring one up right away. In just about any video that you go out on YouTube and look at, you're going to see a share button underneath. And it's going to give you the ability to email and embed. And we're going to select embed. The blue highlighted text right here is the text that's going to go between those two TD points in your source code. So since it's highlighted in blue, you go right click on it and it's going to say copy, and we're going to copy that. And then we're going to jump back over here to our WYSIWYG editor that's in source code, and we're going to put it in between, or we're going to put it right here after that second TD. Just real quick, I'm going to put an X here so you can see where that TD is and the X, and we're going to jump back here to the regular view, and you'll notice it put an X right to that line. So we know that's the beginning of where that source code is going to go in. You can't put the source code in here because it's just going to put the text. It's not going to put the video. Source code has to be stuck in the background with the source code so that you can see what it is that the coding is going to go grab. So we're going to delete that X out of there, and then we're going to go Control V, or we're going to paste the YouTube information in, and I'm deleting that. That's just a spacer that is stuck in between on the table. So now we're going to go back here and look at the regular code, and we're seeing that there it's stuck in the frame for the video. This video is going to fit in between here, and it's shoved way over to this side. So let's take that video here, and well, we're going to right click on it. We're going to go Cell, and let's see, Cell Properties, and we have alignment, and we're going to tell it to center and go OK, and that way it centers that video in the middle of that and part of the table. Now we're a little off center here, so let's go to this side of the table, and we're going to look at the cell properties, and we didn't put a width in on this side, so it's a little bit more able to adjust the left side box. I just want to show you that there is nothing there, so we can go to this one over here and go Cell Properties, and it has the 100 in there. So let's double that to 200. And go OK. And you see we have a little bit better of a balance in between the YouTube video and the frame. So now let's take this and save it. Okay. And now let's jump back out to our profile tab so we can take a look at what we've done. And we're going to refresh the screen. And there, boom, up pops YouTube video. So any video you put in here now, you can here's what the chassis look like. Watch it play. So let's go back to our editor real quick and resize this so we can see more at a time here. And you could change the table, you can change width and go through and do all that. So you've got a table created now. And let's look at that source code so you see where that is added again. Here's your table, information about the width and size of the table. The first TD, which is down here, and it comes down YouTube video, so that's where your text is. And here's the end of that left side of the table, that cell. And this TD starts the right cell of that two-column table. And here down here is the second or /TD, which is the end, and here's the code that you copied out of the YouTube site. And that's how you embed a YouTube video.